All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well taught in this truth. Peace and salutations be to the Akim that's pushing this truth with righteousness and sincerity. Honor brother Yashar, Kabar, back to you again with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying unto the elect. All right? And just going to touch on this video I came across, and, hey, you women, man, hey, it's not going to look good, all right, for you women, all right, in these last days, all right, when I'm talking, when shit hit the fan, and things really get intensify out here, man, all right, and when I say you women, I'm speaking on you unbelieving women, all right, you women that, only believe in being single, all right, don't seem to know, the need, all right, for a man, all right, because you've been so comfortable here in Babylon, all right, you're getting all the treats, the goodies, all right, so you're careless, all right, so, but, the time is going to come, all right, you're going to get stripped, all right, from those things, all right, then, you're going to be searching for a man of the Lord then, all right, then you're going to understand, all right, the need for a man, all right, and not only just a man of the Lord, all right, because, hey, that's what you're going to need to make it out, all right, hey, there's no other way out, man, all right, don't think you're just going to be single, all right, even you Israelites, all right, you women that know you Israelites, don't think you're going to make it out, all right, with just being a single woman, all right, and don't really want a man of the Lord for real, all right, know that you're an Israelite, know this truth, all right, but you still seem, to have those, Babylonian ways, all right, because that's what it is, all right, and it taught you, to, go without a man for real, all right, but, and the time is going to come, all right, then you're going to seek for a man of the Lord, all right, and you're not going to have a choice but to seek for a man of the Lord, man, all right. And this, this is a quick video. I'm going to play right quick. All right. And come back in with a few scriptures, so bear with me. Fair use.
I was the one that touched her ass, you heard? I slapped her. She got a fat ass.
Okay.
Fat ass. She bumped into me.
I bumped into
accidentally
you.
slapped her ass.
Okay, you accidentally slapped my ass.
Yes, yeah.
How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel like a man?
You a woman?
Yeah, so you can just come up to women and just slap their asses.
Yeah, I slapped your ass. That guy, he's trying to protect you, bro. He's trying to help you out.
Okay.
That guy right there.
Yeah, because he's a real man.
He's a real man?
Yeah, you go up to women and just slap their asses.
Yeah, I slapped your ass.
Okay.
I slapped your ass. You got a fat ass.
Okay.
Your ass is big.
Okay. That makes you feel good
I
about
don't know.
yourself.
It's up to you. You said I'm not about to assault you, my queen. You a
Okay,
queen.
so I'm recording
not
right
about
now.
to do nothing to you. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm not gonna hit you or nothing like that. You a queen. You feel me?
Okay,
You
so
bumped
you
into
grab.
me.
How would you feel if that happened to your mom?
My mom?
Yeah, if some guy just grabs her ass on the
I
street.
think that guy's still trying to
If
help
some
you out.
guy just grabs your mom's ass on the street, how does that make you feel? Yeah,
You still here. You got
still
that too.
recording.
I was the one that touched her ass, you heard? I slapped her. She got a fat.
And as you see, man, all right, Jake on that type of time, man, all right, on that type of time, he owned up to it, like, yeah, I'm the one that smacked your ass, all right, but yeah, you see, all right, through the spirit on people, man, all right, to pretty much laugh at the fact, like, hey, yeah, I did it, and said, because your ass fat. There's probably a woman with a big ass BBL or something walking up the street, probably half naked, and he smacked her ass, man. Ain't nobody there to save her, Even he's laughing at the fact that hey, the guy up the street, I think he want to save you, I think he want to help you. All right, there's no police. And she probably liked it, this shit, man. For her to still be in his face, so she ain't, really tripping out for real, all right? And this is what, women seek for anyway, all right? And what he said, I'm not going to assault you, I'm not going to do nothing, but yeah, I did smack your ass, All right. Now, hey, when the time come, all right, when shit hit the fan, all right, there's nobody to, no 911 to, all right, number to dial, all right. Whether there's nobody to come to save you, all right, when you probably put out your house, all right, there's nowhere else to go but the streets, all right, and you have men like this, man, all right. Now imagine a person like this, a dude, all right, when he knows, all right, that there's no 911 to call, all right, that there's nobody to save you, all right, now you just up for grabs pretty much, all right. Esau, Edom, all right, we're ready to do the same, all right, and take it, grape you, and then put you to death. All right? You're going to have men, all right, that grown men probably never had sex. All right? That men that been looking at you or stay by you and know where you stay, all right? Know you don't have a man. All right, but stalk you and watch you. Hey, those times are going to come, man. All right, and those spirits, those spirits are going to get let loose. All right, people are going to show who they really are. Yeah. All right. So let's bring this out. Try to make this quick. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give an ear to my speech. Yeah, rise up, you women that are at ease." Women got it easy, All right? You living off, your pimp daddy, Esau, Edom. All right, he gave you all the goodies, all the shit you need, The Section 8, kick a man out the house. All right, you can stay by yourself. We're going to help you. All right, we're going to help you be a single black woman. All right, we're going to help you be a single woman. All right, we're going to feed you, link card. All right, and you be a good girl, and you may, you may get the job. All right, you be this cool black woman. All right, you throw on a blonde wig. You dress half naked with your ass out. Hey, it's going to get you somewhere here in Babylon. All right, and that's what Esau, Edom conditioned, all right, you women to be. All right, and if you under that act, all right, hey, the Lord is going to deal with you, man. All right, because those goodies is going to get taken away. So back to the scripture, it says what? Rise up, you women that are at ease. It says, hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give an ear to my speech. Yeah, hear my voice. All right. And this is the Lord's voice right here, man. All right. Through the prophets. All right. Telling you, repent, get right. This was about to happen. This was what it's going to look like. This was about to come. All right. And if you don't make it right with the Lord, all right, you don't seek for a man of the Lord, all right, you women, all right, you're going to get it. All right. So it says what? You careless daughters, because the women is careless. Like I said, she probably got a BBL, half naked, walking up the street, mincing. All right? Careless. Don't care what nobody thinks about her. I'm going to dress half naked. I don't care. I'm going to wear a bonnet. I don't care. All right? But what? It says many days, verse 10, it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Yet many days in a year, all right, shall you be troubled. It says, you careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Let's continue on. It says, the gathering shall not come. Verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be ye troubled. Ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare. and the gird the sackcloth upon your loins. Yeah, so the Lord is going to strip you and make you bare. All right, the goodies. All right, the EBT, the Section 8, the low housing income, or the all the extra government assistance is going to be taken away. All right, the job is going to be taken away. The personal things, your makeup, your eyelash, your fucking weave, your everything is going to be stripped from you. All right, and the Lord is going to make you bare. All right, then what? Then what it's going to look like for you, man. All right, you worry about a man slapping your ass, while you walking up the streets. But imagine you be have to be on the streets, man. When you get kicked out your house, there's no one to take you in. The family members, they probably didn't, they got knocked off. All right. The men you seeking for, all right, they don't want you. And you left out on the streets with a fat BBL ass, all right? It's not going to look too good, man. All right, so let's move on. Let's grab this. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 33. Because those niggas you chase after, they're going to die, all right? They're going to be put to death, That's why I said, what then what? All right, you're gonna know, all right, a prophet have been among you, So let's grab it. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 33. It says, "The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. The daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine." Yeah. So what? You women, all right, you young women, you older women, you women that probably have husbands, you're gonna mourn, you're gonna weep, because what? Those niggas that you chase after is gonna be put to death. They're gonna perish, or the sword, or other famine, or sent off to war, all right, to be put to death. They ain't gonna make it. Let's just say that, all right, and you women gonna mourn. All right, the only thing that's going to be left is a man of the Lord. Elect man. Because, hey, that's your only way out. All right? So it says what? "In war shall the bridegroom be destroyed, and the husband shall perish of the famine." All right, and you're going to have a famine coming, man. All right, there's a famine cooking up, The sword is sharpening. So that time of trouble is coming for everyone. All right, but you women, all right, it's going to be even worse. All right, who look at a man as, well, why do I need one? All right, why should I want you? And that spirit out there is going to be taken away. All right. And you women is going to humble down, man. All right? And you're not going to have a choice but to humble down. Let's see what else we have. And she's going to know. And it's not just any man. All right? Yeah, you're going to know what's the need and use for a man, but not just any man either. All right? A man of the Lord. Not no, JC loving nigga, all right, because his ass ain't gonna make it either, The Pookies, Tyrones, you gun toting, pants sagging, game banging niggas is gonna be, they're gonna perish, all right. Now let's end it off with this, because it's mainly for the Israelite woman, man. The hell with these other national women. All right, they're going to get it regardless. All right, but for you so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American women, all right, And this goes for you, man. All right, because Esau, Edom has, trained you, to be an enemy. All right, to come against, all right, the man of your nation, man. All right. So this is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said to me, where's the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as a mire of the streets. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Because you became an enemy, all right, to the men of your nation, man, all right? And you don't care what we have to say. You don't care about men telling you how we want you. Be natural, Don't shake your ass in public. Don't wear, don't come out half naked. All right, all these things, is, showing that a man care, all right? Or how he want his woman. All right, but no, the Israelite woman, the nigger woman, all right? She don't care. She's careless. All right, she came up. She traded, She'd rather for Babylon to continue. Because what? She's comfortable, all right? She's at ease. She don't care about what the men Jake go through, all right? Being slaughtered, looked down upon, catching hell. As long as she up, all right, she chose her side. She became an enemy, all right? She chose what? Section 8, all right? Then and put the man out the house, So what? Now she be trodden down as a mire of the streets, She's going to get fucked up, man, all right? She's going to get it. So hey, this should show you right here. Show all you women. Don't care if you're women in this truth. All right? That should, put fear in you, man. All right? That should put fear, all right, showing you, hey, what the Lord is going to do. All right? Knowing the terror of the Lord. Hey, that should make you, hey, I need a man, all right? I need a man of the Lord, all right? Me and the brother was just speaking on something just similar, just like this the other day. It just came to me. Y'all don't get, the message, all right? The main message from certain things. And, we were speaking on the movies Players Club. You got these women, I could go to college, I could be, a stripper and things like that. But, they don't get, they don't, learn, all right, from the certain parts, all right? How the girl got raped in the room, what was going on, all the seriousness that was to it, They look past all the, the real message of things, man. All right? But that's here and there, but, but when you see videos like this, and it should, for lack of better words, train your mind, and it should hit you like, hey, I need to get right. I need a man of the Lord before it's too late. I need to repent. I need to quit being an enemy. All right, but hey, the Lord has His chosen. Not every woman is going to get it. All right, a lot of you women is not going to get it. All right, but for the ones that do, you should know. All right. So yeah, man. Hey, times is gonna get bad, and you women. All right, just seeing that video, just made me think of it. That's all, of how people is gonna really act. and really show how they really coming, all right, in these last days, all right? You know? Because if it's not nothing, all right, compared to what's to come, all right? So, and Lord willing, all right, this video was edifying to the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory. I tell you, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, I belong to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Till next time, say shalom.